And more breaking news, a preschool teacher in Chester has been arrested on child pornography charges.
Every year,
Chesterfield County middle school teacher is behind bars tonight after police say he took photos of a child in a movie theater bathroom.
these headlines make it around the country and into area classrooms.
10% of students is a huge number.
Experts say annually millions of students report what is known as educator sexual misconduct.
As the girls were coming to them and telling them what he was doing.
Like a Surrey County mom said her daughter did for 3 years, beginning in the 2nd grade. The allegations involved her then elementary school physical education teacher, Joshua Lashbrook.
He was bouncing my daughter on his knees or legs and several girls.
Lashbrook was never charged in that county where he worked for 6 years. Each one of these booking photos represents a local educator.
At that point, who can you trust?
Now charged with felony child sex crimes.
Many schools feel they're safe if they're doing a criminal background check. You're not.
Retired VCU School of Education professor Dr. Cheryl Shakeshaft dedicated her career researching this.
But the majority of the abuse happens from people who would never be identified as a pedophile. And we see some of the same patterns of institutional cover-ups that the Catholic Church, we've documented that those were cover-ups and people were taken away, but nothing was really done. The same has happened in schools.
We've seen accusations like that play out.
Acknowledged our superintendent was aware of these allegations.
In Prince George County, where former Assistant Superintendent of Schools William Barnes was arrested on child sex charges last July.
The community would like answers why this person was still employed and around children.
The former educator of close to 50 years is facing 3 criminal trials next year. The Commonwealth says he sexually assaulted his adopted son and 2 other men when they were teenagers.
Very horrible stories of how he would hold me down. First time he did it, I was 14 and a half.
Police say the first report was made in 2014, but a formal investigation was never conducted from the anonymous tip. Former Prince George Elementary School teacher Miranda Janeway was indicted on multiple child porn charges last October. And 2 years and 3 months after he left Surrey County Elementary, Lashbrook was put on leave at N.B. Clements Junior High in Prince George, and he be arrested for sexually abusing a child in July.
And they allowed this to flow over to another neighboring county. But I myself reported 3 incidences and still nothing was done.
Under the Freedom of Information Act, CBS 6 obtained this licensure report from the Virginia Department of Education that confirms that the state took no action against Lashbrook's license while he was employed in Surrey.
So what happens is we start with these little boundary crossings that aren't interrupted, and we end up with a student who's been sexually abused.
The most recent alleged educator misconduct arrests were in August, when Chesterfield teachers Richard Franklin Troshak and Sean Jason Adams were taken into custody on child porn and sex charges.
But when you compare that to the 3.5 million public school educators, you're talking about 1/1700ths of 1%. And the vast majority of what I'm talking about there have nothing to do with hurting a child in any way.
The Commonwealth is a member of the National Association of State Directors of Teacher Education, or NASDAQ. The VDOE uses its national database, or clearinghouse, to screen educators before issuing a license.
All applicants should be run against the clearinghouse. What you'll find in the clearinghouse may not show up, most likely will not show up in a criminal background records check. But what we have are administrative actions where a criminal case may never have been brought or charge may never have been brought.
According to the state budget, the Commonwealth set aside $93,000 for 2025 and 26, so local school divisions can use the clearinghouse to research educator misconduct as part of their hiring process, in addition to required criminal background checks.
You have to do much more in-depth looking. You need to call up and ask specific questions And if the person says, I don't know, you need to get to the person who does know. It's somewhat unusual for a veteran teacher to move to another school district. That in and of itself is a red flag.
Shakeshaft says training the student and the staff about boundaries is also imperative.
So what we see is that by not calling out the boundary crossing, by not stopping it, by not moving in, the whole system allows it to happen.
A systemic failure the mother we spoke with believes is preventable.
What should the school system have done?
They should have taken us seriously. They should have removed him immediately.
We reached out to the Virginia Department of Education on the cluster of educator arrests in our area and what, if any, guidance they give. Despite multiple attempts to get comment, we have not had our questions answered. The last state superintendent memo we found on the topic was published in 2022. Much more on our website on WTVR.com. Laura French, CBS 6 News.